everybody to That's Baseball Erika. I am your host, Erika, where we talk about everything Yankees, up-to-date news, scores, post-game reaction, and all that good stuff. Yankees win yesterday against the Rangers, taking the series 2-1 and taking control of that rubber game, the rubber match of the series. So they win 4-1, and that puts the Yankees 43 games over 500 right now, which is still the best record in baseball. Very, very impressive. I would say it was a breeze of a win. Even though it was 4-1, it just seemed like the Yankees were in full control of yesterday's game, even with Lance Lynn on the mound and how well he's been doing this season. He looked a little overpowering at first. I was actually surprised that the Yankees were whiffing on that fastball, especially when it was going 95, 96 miles an hour, but he was just placing it in the right spots, and the Yankees just couldn't pick it up until big boy Aaron Judge came up to bat. And although he was down in that count and just looked like he wasn't able to catch up to anything, he fights one off to the short porch. The short porch in right field, and it gives the Yankees a 2-0 lead. And then a little bit later on, Gleyber Torres, as he's been doing all season, hits another home run, number 34 on the season, to tie Gary Sanchez with the most on the Yankees. He will be, if not already, a superstar. If I'm a Cubs fan, I can't say that I would regret that decision, because at the end of the day, they ended up finally winning a World Series, and Aroldis Chapman was a huge part of that. Aroldis Chapman was run down to the ground, by the Cubs manager, Joe Maddon. Run down, but they got that W, and that's all that matters. However, they did lose out on a huge piece. Gleyber Torres, 22 years old, is already a superstar. And his glove, his bat, he made a play yesterday. It was late in the game, but he made this pick, and it was so smooth. And the way that he's adjusted to second base, and the fact that you can still throw him at shortstop, and he's still going to make those plays and pretty much be automatic. Yeah, there's going to be errors here and there. Nobody's perfect. Again, he's 22. He's not even in his prime. This is his second season in the major leagues, and he looks like a veteran. It's incredible. Thank you, Cubs, for that, and you're welcome for that World Series win in return. As far as our pitching was, Chad Green and Sessa basically ran the show yesterday. Chad Green had 2 scoreless innings as the opener, and then Sessa came up and had, I think it was 3 scoreless innings until they decided to go to the bullpen. They brought in most arms this game. They brought in Ottavino. They brought in Britton, which was his first appearance since his injury scare, and he looked a little timid out there. I know he said it was just cramping, but it seemed like he was almost scared to push it. Like he had to run over to first base to make a play, and he didn't give it his 100%. I think he just might be a little scared that even though it was just cramping, it's kind of like haunting him in the back of his mind that, maybe I'll re-injure myself. I just want to stay healthy. But he still got it done. He didn't give up any runs, even though he gave up a walk and I think a hit. But no harm, no foul. As long as he stays healthy throughout September, I'm all right with that. You can go gingerly walk over to first base to try to make a play. I don't mind. Who else? Let's see. Oh, can somebody just give Aaron Judge a Gold Glove already? Anything hit to him, if it looks like a double off the bat, it's almost like every batter is hesitant to try to stretch it into a double. And that happened yesterday. I think it was Guzman hit a line drive off the wall in right field, and Aaron Judge plays it off the wall perfectly, throws it into second, and although he didn't beat him by a lot, he still got the ball in on time, and Didi made a great – was it Didi? I think Didi made a great tag at second to get him out. Give the man the Gold Glove already. He makes every play out there look so easy. Nobody wants to run on him. His arm is a cannon. just Aaron Judge, what a blessing that man is. What a blessing. Home run and playing great defense. You can't ask for more. Romine had an RBI too. Even when Gary Sanchez is sitting on the bench, our catchers still stay hot. So you got to be confident about that in the playoffs. He probably won't get much time. I mean, Jose Molina in 2009 had a very small role, but he came up big as far as behind the plate, and I think he had a couple meaningful hits. So if Romine can do that, I mean, I don't expect him to have too many at bats and have too much time in the playoffs, but it's good to know that you can be confident in your backup catcher, especially with somebody like Romine. So the Yankees are going to be going into this weekend for a 4-game series against the Boston Red Sox, the rival Red Sox. This is a huge series for the Red Sox, not so much the Yankees. I think the Yankees have no pressure on them at all this weekend. I mean, they can't lose, they can't get swept because then, that gives a chance for the Red Sox to get back into to the playoff picture because they're hot right now. I mean, they're playing good ball. They're finally getting to the team that they were supposed to be all season, and they just lost too many games in the beginning of the season, and it's hard to play catch up, especially for this wild card where it's super tight right now. There's so many teams going for it, especially with the A's and the Indians in there. It's hard for the Red Sox to kind of creep in. However, it is a big series for them. They're going to be home. It's 4 games against your rival team. You win, and you can inch closer into that wild card spot. But there's just no pressure on the Yankees. I think they'll pull out a few wins. I don't think they'll sweep. I don't think the Yankees will sweep, but more or less 2-2, go 2-2 in the series, and I'll be confident with that. You don't want to see a really good Red Sox team sweep them because then there's going to be a ton of concern and questions about, the Yankees' tenacity and integrity or whatever in the playoffs, like how if they're able to actually beat a really good team like the Astros in the playoffs. I have no worries, but how sports is. You listen to the radio if they get swept in 4 this weekend, and everybody will be like, well, Michael, Yankees don't look good. I don't know. They should have got pitching at the break. Although their pitching has been great since the break. I think they have some of the best pitching since the break. So who knows? I think the Yankees magic number is 12 right now. It's not a lot. I think 12 just to clinch, and then the AL East it's a little bit higher, and that's the goal. Get the AL East and get the best record in baseball because you need it. You need it against teams like the Astros and where the games can go 7, and teams like the Indians. You want them to have to play in the Bronx because we are rowdy, and we're like the 12th man. We're like the Seahawks 12th man fans. So, but yeah, just quick recap about the Rangers and what we're going into with the Red Sox. That's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's go Yankees.